All right. Here we go. We good? All right.
Yeah.
We are live here at Catch Table and Tap with Chicago legend, White Sox legend, Ozzie Guillen. Really appreciate you coming on, Ozzie.
Thank you, Rob. Thank you.
Ozzie, I think the first thing I wanted to, ask you and kind of tell you is like I truly feel like you're one of Chicago sports' greatest stories. A guy that was a grinder as a shortstop and a player for the team, led the first Chicago baseball team to a World Series championship in 100 years for either side of town. And now one of the most respected media guys in Chicago. I'm not blowing smoke because you tell it like it is. Most guys are afraid to, and you're not. What is it like for you to be this story that's kind of came from player to World Series manager now today, kind of telling fans what they need to hear about this team?
Well, a lot of people, this is three different stage. A lot of people recognize me as a player. They're like 90 years old.
Came
lot
back.
a lot of people recognize me as a manager. They like 30s. Then a lot of people recognize me as a broadcaster. It's like people say, "Oh, that's a guy on TV." But you know, it's easier for me because I had been the same guy all my life with a little bit better English. When I got here, obviously, as a player, I always speak the truth. I just learn. Make sure you tell the fans the way it is, and I think make it easier for me to be on TV.
You got something, Dre? This is my guy Dre here from Bad Guy Radio. Go ahead, Dre.
Big beard.
I wanted to know.
Into the mic.
They got it.
Helping you out.
What were you thinking last year when the Sox were looking for a new manager? Did you think that possibly you were gonna be in there again?
It's hard to say no. I will lying, but I know what's into it. I have a talk with Jerry about different scenario about nothing about managing or managerial. Call me, you need to ask me a couple questions, and another son. A couple days later, called the White Sox called me to interview. Well, the interview was good. I cannot say it wasn't, but it was kind of weird because all of a sudden when I see with the people I was sitting with, it's like I don't think this is the right people to hire a manager,
Right.
and that's why I feel funny about it. But is I want a manager? Well, everybody in my house want to, besides my wife. My wife, you know what to deal with no, you know what to deal with me with stress, and when they named Pedro the manager, I think the only people was very happy was my wife. Obviously, why did they interview? I did it because I respect the game. I love the White Sox, but I think with the job I have right now, I have the best job in baseball. Why? Because I can talk shit about players and get paid.
Right. I love it.
And not get in trouble. That's But I think last few years I've been on TV since wow a long time. I was with ESPN for a little while. I do an international national television, and I learn a little bit more. And coming to Chicago, is talk about the team I love and the fans I love. I think it make it easier for me. That's the reason when I got the mic, fans know me because I will tell them the truth.
Right.
A lot of people say if the players, coaches, front office, Jerry, not like what I say, do a better job.
Yep.
You know what I mean? The long I don't lie, the long I always say that talk the truth with a fact, I can keep my head up. But when you do a TV on the show, somebody going to be upset with you, what you say about it. But I learned that. I just, hey, if you have something back in your mind, what I said, face me. You told me, say, yes, you face me, tell me about, you know what, when you ask the question, you better bring your lunch. Because I'm not going to talk anything bad about somebody or criticize anybody with no reason. Because I don't need the aggravation. I don't need that. But I get paid to tell the fans what they need to hear, know what they want. I'm sorry, I want to get paid to what they want to hear, know what they need to hear. And I think the fans appreciate that. And to me,
That's
fans,
Southside. Keep it real.
hey, I say a couple of weeks ago, I said, listen, White Sox, a bunch of Southsiders. hardworking people. You know, they tough. They
Yeah.
gotta do it. They know what to deal with. Okay, get it tomorrow. I grew up in this city, man. I grew up with the Southsiders, and I know that's a hard nosed community.
Yeah.
And I think the White Sox have to
And you
understand.
embodied it.
Yes, and it's just you dealing with something. We're not dealing with bullshit with baseball. We know baseball. They know, and they know what they have, and dealing with them is something you have to learn and speak the same language they have.
Well, Ozzy, we was talking about it earlier on the show. It was like
Ian,
you
get in there
got
real quick.
you got guys in position to clock in '05. It was a job. They had accountability. You know, you go to Jermaine Dye, Joe Creedy, Paul Konerko. They did a job every day. And with this White Sox team, we haven't been doing the job the last couple of years. So that's the biggest difference I see as a fan from going back to your decade until where we are now with Pedro Gafal, Tony La Russa, and Rick Renteria.
Well, it's funny because I just talked to AJ a few weeks ago, and I got men on the field when they know I will protect them from everything, and they know when I say something, I meant it. The soon we let the club out, we know what we're going to deal with. Uh, First day spring training, I make things happen right away. I'm the boss. I don't need no effing. I am. I am the boss, and I will let you guys know, good or bad. And I will let you guys know right away, right in your face, what you should do or don't. I never criticize my players or we into the players because they strike out or because they give up a home run. I will give in my players when I don't see them play hard, play the game right, and try to win. And right now, nowadays, baseball changed a lot, and I mean, it's something I don't know. I can't deal
Which
with.
players in your day would have been on TikTok? You know what I mean?
Ain't no TikTok in
It's a funny thing about it because all of a sudden,
With the big herd have been on TikTok.
you send on Twitter, all of a sudden, 20 minutes before the game, and the players tweet back. What is this? But I always say life changed for good. Everything changed for good. But I think in baseball, we forget about something. Is just how to play the game, how to play the game the right, and go by the way because winning. When you build ball club, how many years White Sox say 6 years, 4 years that we're rebuilding.
Right.
Nobody was upset about it. All of a sudden say, hey, we got this ball club to win. Next 2 years, all of a sudden everything went backwards. And that's why fans in Chicago they're upset about the way they perform. And they should be. I mean, those guys be hurt. We know that.
Yep.
It's a lot of injuries on the ball club. But in the meanwhile, I think without the injuries, I think they can play better than they are playing right now.
Well,
They're playing a lot
absolutely.
better now.
Well, let's just be honest. Ever since Pedro Gafal smartened up and put Moncada batting cleanup, we're the best team in the major league. Period.
All right,
I'm gonna be honest.
It's funny. I don't know what's the reason people hate Moncada.
Yeah,
Well,
I don't know why.
It's funny. Sometimes you see him in his body language like, man, I wish I could kill him.
It's those shoes.
But no, but the way he is, that's the way he is. He don't like to talk. He's a laid back guy. He just want to go out there. But in other someone this time say stuff about him, criticize him, and make him be very negative. I talk to him a lot. I say, hey, listen, this year you play for you, and show people how good you are. And that's it. Don't worry about what they say, what the opinion is, because in Chicago, this is like the weather. Chicago, you be
Yeah.
like, this is nice weather, this is bad weather. Chicago is the weather people. Like, you win 2 games, oh my God, look at who are the best.
World Series.
And all of a sudden you lose
Best
2 games, we hate him. I can't believe it. And you have to deal with that here.
Best summer city in Chicago. Go ahead, Ian.
Ozzy, you've done the thing that every GM, every manager, every bench coach, every player wants to do and win a World Series. You're managing this ball club, and they are under 500, 50 games into the season. They're fourth place in the division. They're a team with a lot of expectations, a lot of talent. They're down. Guys look like they're not enjoying it. What are you telling those boys when you go into the dugout?
Well, first of all, you can enjoy when the team playing like that. I have that conversation with my wife and my kids. I think somebody be dead. Or I be dead, or they be dead.
Hey, I can't play for Ozzie Guillen.
Either way, because I said, listen, I'm sensitive. The worse you play, the harder you have to play. And that's it. I think they run to a very tough month. I say, hey, it's a long season. Take it one day at a time. I, I, I watch those guys every day. I still believe those guys will win the division. I believe that. A lot of people think I'm crazy, but not too many, because I think the division to play is a very bad division, very easy to take it. Nobody can grab it. And I think those guys stick together, and play to win, and play the way they should be playing. They'll be better. If you watch this team for last a week and a half, not because they're winning, use the starting rotation, go to the distance. They have a great bullpen. The bullpen was horrible. Why? Because guy was throwing the third inning, fourth inning. You got a lot of innings to cover. But when the guy starting game goes 6, 7 innings, obviously your bullpen is going better, and that's
we,
what they're
we
doing right now.
started to shorten the game, and then when you look at where we are now, Ozzy, you were just saying where Ronaldo Lopez, all of the weight isn't on him. Now Graveman doesn't have to save the day. It's an easier position to put these guys in, whether you're trying to just put out a fire 3 or 4 times a week. It's hard to do that. Dustin Hermanson ain't coming through that door. Cliff Polite ain't coming through that door. So these guys need help.
Well, I think they have better arm right now, and we have in 2005.
Yeah.
In 2005, we have more heart.
Yeah.
We care a little bit more, and everybody have a job to do. We up by 2 runs in the sixth. They know who's gonna be up. They know who's gonna get loose. We down by six. They know who's gonna be loose. And something right now, I don't see that on White Sox. You see one guy is like Sosa go there in the eighth, 1-1 game. All of a sudden, the next day you see him in the sixth, down by 30 runs.
Yeah.
And they know. I don't think the bullpen. Hopefully, with those guys pitching well, they know what their job's going to be. Because all of a sudden you watch the games and say, oh, we tie game. This guy coming, the right-handed coming, left-handed coming, right-handed coming. They're gonna call. As soon as the phone ring, I know it's me. And that's a lot of different when the phone ring. You're like, who's gonna be? And that's uncomfortable. But when they see the scoreboard, see what inning is, as soon as that phone ring, that guy already got his shoes on.
Yeah.
That's how you create a good bullpen.
Hey, how you doing, Ozzy? I'm good. The shirt, the best on horses. I don't know how affiliated you are with that. I just met the guys. That is an amazing thing, and I just want to say thank you. I appreciate you coming out and do this stuff like this and supporting veterans and things like that because I was a veteran. So my question to you is, when you have a young team, as far as the Sox are, basically they're a young team still. We only have maybe 3 or 4 um, what's the word I'm looking for?
Veteran guy.
Yeah, 3 or 4 veteran guys, right? 3 or 4 veteran guys that are really producing on the average all the time. But young guys like Pantera, Yoan, Vaughn, things like that.
Bunny, Burger,
yeah,
Sheets.
and people have these unreasonable expectations. Like, what do you say as a guy who managed a team that won a World Series and say, hey, what are the actual expectations for these young guys in a year where they're already not winning?
It's a funny thing about it, because those guys, you have to teach how to play to win. That is a funny thing because it's more important the letters of the name at front is the back. How you play to win, say speak on each other. It's a funny thing about it when they say we are family. We love each other. No, they don't. It's they lying. And I hate that. Say why? No, you know why? No, because I say, oh, we are family. We're brother. I grew up in Dominican. You from Alabama.
Yeah.
You ain't no family. But I love when the players. I say I rather say we're not a family, but a group. We are good teammates. We got to get in each other's behind. Say why you don't move the guy over? Why you not throw this? But that's how you create.
Why you didn't hit the cutoff, man?
That's how you create team. Nowadays, if you like something happened on the field when I was managing, the soon that plays over, it go by me and go, hey, explain me what you did, what you was thinking.
Yeah.
I don't want to say, oh, you should do this. Explain me what you was thinking, and I will let you know what you should do. If you like it, good. You don't like it, get the fuck away from me.
There it is. Get out of here. Get the fuck on. Yeah, for
But the
sure.
thing is, that's it right now. I think players are scared to get back each other because it hurt my feelings. It's not my friend.
I think that's what helped
By the
Luis
way,
Robert.
same way I may say, you know what? I'm not come here to make friends. I come here to win games. I don't get paid. Is a manager. I don't get paid to have friends. I get paid to win games.
Facts.
And I think right now, managers are afraid to the players
Yeah.
because
they make more money.
Because he gonna be mad at me. Oh, he's not gonna like me. I said, listen, you not play the way we want to. I'll bench your ass. You like it or not? Then on the bench, you're not gonna make any money. Then they say that's the way you have to go about your business because in the end of the day, the manager will pay the price. You get fired, those guys still playing.
Look at all the heat Grafal took the first month of the season.
I think Grafal handled very well.
But
I was mad at him.
Yeah.
I
You're
was
following Robert though.
I said I
this
was
year.
yeah, but he benched Robert, but the next day he was playing.
Right.
And
okay.
after the game, you're like, oh, he was sore. His leg he got a boo in his leg. You know, I think Grafal did so far. I talked to him because I'm a South Sider, man. I know how people think. And I told him, I said, listen, bro, you better say something, people. You better be pissed at least once. I said, as soon as you say a couple if you say a couple bumps, people gonna love you here. Other than okay, we all right, we're gonna do this. People guys like, we got this guy, that guy, now we got you. As soon as you say something, the fans hear how much you care about losing, they will respect you. I've seen in that chair for a long time.
Well, that speaks a lot to your character, Ozzie. Interviewing for the job, and they choose Pedro, and you're still looking out for him because you're a Southsider for life. Full disclosure, we've been interchanging some different Sox fans out here, but I'm a Cubs fan, so I won't.
Good for you.
Hey, nothing against you. I know you have some things to say about the Reds.
That's what we pay for right
The
here.
only people is perfect is God. You're not perfect.
You're not perfect.
Hey, one more time. God is the only one perfect.
I know you had a lot to say about the Rats in Chicago, but the thing I want to know most, the thing I've always wanted to ask you is, on the AJ Pierzynski called third strike, did that ball hit the ground or did it go in the
Yes,
net?
it did. It hit the ground.
Okay, it hit the ground.
Did you watch the game,
No, he watched the game.
Did you watch
You
the
were
game?
there, sir. You were there.
It's funny because when I was with the Marlins, the
Yeah, you broke our hearts in
the
03.
Cubs fans say we lost because Barman. No, we got better fucking teams than you guys have. Period.
My mother and I were at Game 7, and we had to watch
cried?
that. I cried. Yeah, I cried.
Alex
Little
Gonzalez.
old ladies crying in the stands.
Alex
Hey, we
Gonzalez
got
right
our
through
World
his
Series.
leg.
No, but there are a couple of plays that happened before.
Derek Lee killed us.
A lot of people talk about Marvin and Aaron Gonzalez.
Yep.
Early in the game, something happened just to Cubs fans know about it. Okay, with 0-0, they hit a ground ball double play, and Grusolani hit turn 2.
Yep.
He dropped the ball, give it to Gonzalez. They only got 1 out. If they turn 2, the inning is over. Then the next hitter hit a home run.
Oh, yeah,
Now
that's
the
true.
White Sox, the
Jeff Conine.
the Marlins, the 3-0 lead. Next inning, the pitcher Kerry Wood, he hit home run.
The
To
greatest moment of my
okay,
life.
he hit a home run to tie the game.
Yep.
Okay, is Grusalani turned that double play? The Cubs
game's
up by
probably
3-0.
over. Yeah.
The Cubs we winning 3-0. A lot of people talking about this and that,
Yeah.
but if you look at the people we have on the field, they have better ball clubs.
No, you guys had the heart of a champion. The Kerry Wood moment certainly was one of the greatest moments I've ever experienced in the stands with my mom. It was a great moment.
I never see Chicago so crazy.
Yeah.
I've been in Chicago.
It was-
I grew up here,
Hey,
but when I
know
go
what?
to Wrigley Field, you're like, what
crazy.
the hell did
You know what?
crazy
Ozzie,
people here?
you've won World Series with the Braves, the Marlins. Of course, you brought one home for the Chicago White Sox and the city of Chicago. Can't thank you enough for all the time you spent here tonight. What would you have to say to all the Sox fans that came out here tonight and still revere you as the legend that you are?
Well, thank you, first of all, because in this town, they forgot quick. Definitely got daily. You a daily guy. You're a daily. You good that night?
It's because they drink a lot.
The
I
next
think
day,
You drink a
you're
lot.
fucking dead.
And marijuana is legal now.
But the thing is, the most, you know what? I'm looking at everything in sport. Okay, the best fans are here because we have a whole shit team for a long time. And there's still there. You know, you talk about the Bears. No, you talk about the Bears.
Bulls haven't done
The
something
Bulls,
since
the
Jordan.
Bulls, the White Sox. It's been so bad for so many years, and we still have
Yeah,
people
yeah.
supporting the sport.
It's because we're true diehards. You know, so I work with Mark Carmen at CHGO. I know he does some post game
Yes.
with you. If you ever any side stories you want to share with me off here, you're welcome to. I need all the dirt on
Come
Mark
on,
Carmen.
dog.
I need all the
Ain't
dirt
no
on Mark
snitching.
Carmen.
By the way, I
Ain't no
can
snitching on the south
snitch,
side.
I can snitch, I not kiss and tell.
I told him, I was like, you know, you
I
come out
appreciate it.
tonight and support me. He goes, I ain't coming out to that shit.
It's funny because the reason I'm not managing the big league, I ain't giving shit about, and I'm not say about it, I don't kiss anybody's ass.
I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Ozzie
That's the way it is.
Guillen,
Ozzie
tells
Guillen.
it like it is. World Series champion manager, legend of Chicago. Thank you. Hey, that'll wrap things up.
Thank you, Ozzie.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Thank you, Ozzie. That'll wrap things up here at Catch Table and Tap. Thank you to the Collectors Cave for putting on another great event here at Catch Table and Tap. My guy Aaron, get over here and give me a hug at the very least. Aaron and Mike do such a great job with Collectors Cave. In a month, Aaron Rowan at Buffalo Wings and Rings in Chicago, Illinois. What's the street? You got the street?
3434 South Halsted.
3430. What's the date?
June 24th.
June 24th, Aaron Rowan at Buffalo Wings and Rings on Halstead. Come on out. We're going to be there having fun as per usual. Thank you to my guy Justin from Backup Radio. And of course, to my guy Trey Tunes, who took one for the team, I guess, and stood in the back and just kind of hung out. Trey, thank you for everything. You're a good friend. I love you very much. You know that, though. So, all right, that wraps things up for tonight. Shout out to Collectors Cave. Shout out to Ozzie Guillen and Ozzie Guillen Jr. for the previous show. Did such a great job tonight. Have a good night, ladies and gentlemen.